Hi Libra, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do a read. This is going to be for the 1st through the 15th, 2019, and this will be for all Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs, okay? Now this is a read for as a general read, right? It's tapping into the collective energies. If you are looking for a personal read, do go ahead and note up here at theguidedintuitive.com or in my description box below, and we'll get you set up on your own personal read, okay? All right, so thank you all of you that have continued to like, subscribe, and share. I do thank you. Be sure to check the notification bell. That will be sure that you do get the videos that do come out, right? I do my bi-weeklies all the time, and also the new things, new services that have to come out, such as my Beyond the Read sessions that I've been doing, okay? And again, just worked with another soul today that had an opportunity to unpack baggage and to leave in a much more calmer and kind of journey and move forward on just much more relaxed way of life. My sessions for those are all about eradicating a limiting belief. A self-limiting belief could be anger, it could be guilt, frustration, it could be sadness of some sort, whatever that case may be. Okay, we go to the root of the situation and we get to that and we pull it out so you can be a much freer soul as you move forward on your journey. And this is a good time to do it before the holidays get into play. You're able to sweep all of this out, and it's just a beautiful thing. So I'm just so excited. It makes my heart sing. So, okay, so let's continue this and see what's in store for you. For those of you that are just interested in this service and not sure maybe if that is a service for you or maybe what might work for you, do check out my strategic discovery session up there. It's a complimentary session. You can book it on my calendar and we'll have a quick conversation and kind of get to the root of the situation and make some recommendations for you, okay? So there's something for everyone, all right? All right, so let's do this. Let's see what wants to come out. We're going to start with you. I'm here, Libra, and see where you're at right now. And see kind of what really wants to come through. Where are you at right now? Let's see what that is. We're going to use a whole kind of a variety of cards, all right? Because I want to see what wants to come through, okay? So here we go. Here's the first card. Where you're at right now. What do we get? Ooh, you are being very perceptive, okay? So this is what we get, right? Perceptive. So what you're doing right now is you are honing in onto your third eye. And I'm sorry for that glare there, guys. Sorry about the glare. But this is about having a keen perception in a certain relationship or in a certain situation, okay? So tapping into your third eye a little bit. Now, a lot of you might be doing this right now and are just developing that gift even further, okay? Because we all have perception. It's just like any other muscle. It's about are you using it or not, all right? So that's what I'm seeing here. So this is really just tapping into that, and I really see that. I'm going to look at this a little bit deeper. Yeah, I mean, the perception is giving you insight into this relationship or into this, situation, okay? Because I think what's happening is that you might be seeing things. This is really observing and really listening. The better you're able to do that, the better chances are you're able to come to that solution that you're looking for. And again, this could be relating to a relationship or a situation. I do have some subscribers say, hey, Michelle, this reminds me of a situation, let alone not a partner of any sort. And that's okay, because that comes into play as well. And what I might be talking to you on this side, you might resonate with the other. So feel free to reverse the messages, okay? So just a little side note there. But this is about honing in to your own sensitivities, okay? And not being triggered by anyone else's, and not being drawn in or drawn into anyone else's other systems of belief, but your very own. So tapping into your own intuition is making you stronger, and it is really, especially if you're clouded by a lot of thoughts, day to day that it maybe be kind of coming in the way. This is saying is that. This is really about your ability to really kind of cut through all of that, cut through all of, kind of the smoke and mirrors and really get down to what it is that is important to you. Okay, because that's what I see here. Someone might undermine you in some way, Libra, and this is saying to trust your senses and trust yourself and trust the world around you and use your own intuition in the process, Libra. That's what this is talking about. So this is where you're at right now, okay, in this relationship or in this situation. Let's take a look at this other person in terms of where they're at. Okay, let's take a look at where they're at. Okay, here it is. What is it? Consistency. Okay, so this is someone that is interesting. This is someone that is it's about whatever it is that they're doing in this relationship or in this situation, whether good or bad. It's consistent. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. So it's just basically saying that that their habits are actually make them what they are. So maybe that you're recognizing consistency, Libra, in them, and which could be a very good thing, especially for the things that are hidden, right? So for this particular person, it's that there's you can have success overnight, and and a lot of us tend to believe that, but really realistically, it took a lot of time to actually level up to get to this point. It's kind of like when preparation meets opportunity, then boom, success presents itself, or an opportunity does present itself. But this is saying be consistent, and this person is trying to be very consistent in his or her words, his or her actions, right, in what they do. And so that's what's coming into play. And it reminds us internally that, or externally, that to be that to know that love is about being consistent. It's not just one kind word here or there. It's not one act of kindness. It's many layers thereof. Okay, and that's is what brings consistency to a relationship or to a situation at hand. Right? It's just not a one-off type thing. Right? It's building that trust, those layers of kindness, those layers of acts of love. That is what really builds a solid foundation in a relationship or a good partnership in business or in and that type of thing. So that's what I see coming through on this other side here. Okay, let's continue and see what it is, or the potential or challenge. What is the potential or challenge for you, Libra? On your side, what is that for you here? Surface. Okay, so the potential is there's an opportunity for something to come to surface for you and to recognize it. The challenge is that to bury it within the emotions underneath you, beneath the surface. Okay, so if you let it come to the surface, it can bloom. You can recognize it, you can work through it. So something's coming to the surface in this relationship or in this situation, and what this is telling me is that it's like don't take what other people may say. Really do your own work and your own investigation, and accept someone as they're presenting themselves to you. Okay, and it's like it's letting their creativity flourish. I think maybe what you're seeing is letting your creativity flourish, or seeing someone else's creativity flourish. Even within every single one of us, what looks, look beyond the surface of things a little bit more too. Takes, and sometimes that's difficult to do in another person's life. But if someone's presenting themselves as they are, take them at face value. I think is what this is saying. Because we're all messy, a little when it comes beneath the surface, right? It all gets a little bit messy, and everyone is like that in some way. And this is saying just don't dismiss their beautiful qualities, because it's beautiful. It brings joy. It brings pleasantness to the world. And this is what this wants to come up. But it also is. It says this is not just about what you see visually, but what you also see, what is speaking to you through your mind, body, and soul. Okay, and not just visually through the process. Okay, this is also for you, letting things come to the surface, your true self come to the surface. Let it bloom. It's beautiful. Okay, so if this is not another person, You know, I know this is on your side here, but that's what was coming into play, and I had to say that. But for some of you, something is coming to the surface. It's quite beautiful and it wants to show itself. So whether it's expressing your emotions, this is about emotions below the surface, is water here. It could be expressing your emotions are now coming to the surface and need to be expressed. And to tell you quite frankly, Libra, it's beautiful. Okay. And that's what this is wanting to let you know. Okay. So that's what I see here. You know, it's what's coming into play. It's interesting. Yeah. Wow. Sometimes we have to dive into what is beneath the surface to truly see the gold within us. And this is saying, don't deny the gold that wants to surface for you. Okay. This is awesome. Okay, guys. So let's take a look at what it is, the potential and challenge on this other side. What is that for this other person? Specialization. Okay, so interesting. This person can be transformed by focusing on one thing. Okay, rather than juggling many things, they can be transformed by focusing on one thing. And so they're getting specialized into something, and they're creating that. And so this is specialization. That's what kind of comes into play. And what I see, something wants to birth. It to allow something to really transform is to hone in perhaps on this one particular thing or this one specialization for them, okay? And it could be honing in on one person in terms of a relationship, or as a career or business, honing in on one particular thing and specializing in on that is what I see. So that could very much well be the case. Yeah, so that's what I see here. Interesting. Yeah, it's just, through specialization, they can step out of the competition and rise above even higher. So this is beautiful. So this might be happening. That actually is transforming this person, and it's allowing not only them to flourish, but it's also allowing others to transform and flourish as well. So very beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to pull some tarot and see what wants to come out. Where's my deck? Here it is. Okay, here we go. So what is it that you need to focus on, Libra? What is it that you need to focus on right now? Let's see what that is. Okay, here it is. What is it? Aha, stability. Okay, so this could be, you know, all about just gaining your stability. Fours are about stability, and the pentacles could be about just kind of gaining your stability in this relationship or in this situation, okay? That's going to be very key for you. It could be that you might have Capricorn in your chart or dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo relating to your stability. What else wants to come through? This is saying to continue to persevere on what it is that you really want, Libra, because you're almost there. This is the Nine of Wands. You might be dealing with a fire sign as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you're just taking on this energy. But I really see that you have come so far. You're almost at that threshold, and by God, I mean, you're really going to continue it. You've got this bandage on your head, but you're going to continue to persevere. This is saying continue to persevere in this process or in this situation, because you're going to get, you know, you're going to get the rewards. And that's what this is talking about. The nines are about coming to fruition. And with the wands, I just see here that your persistence and your resilience is going to pay off in this relationship or situation. Okay. Just saying. All right. All right. Let's see what else wants to come through for this other side. What is it that they need to focus on? Okay. They're focusing on, this is actually they're focusing on their luxury. They're focusing on, you know, what is it? Nines coming to fruition. This is about, you know, nines again, still coming to fruition just as you are. But this is also about gratitude, being thankful for everything that they've worked really hard for that's coming to fruition right now, and enjoying the luxury of everything that they've built so far. So that's quite beautiful. Anything else that wants to stand out? What they need to focus on, even though that some things are hidden. Okay, some things might be hidden with this particular person on this side. Something might be hidden. I get the Moon, which is a major arcana card, so perhaps they've got a lot of illusions. Perhaps it might be standing in the way, that and perhaps or fears, and this is either getting rid of them or but they're coming to the surface. So some sort of illusion or fear is coming to the surface for this particular side. So I'm just saying on this particular side is what wants to come out. What is the strengths? What are the strengths? What is your strength in this situation or in this relationship, Libra? What is it? Your strength is a renewal. This could be a renewal for yourself, or this could, you know, because you've ended a cycle or completed a cycle, acknowledge some sort of cycle that's come to completion. And you are looking as in terms of lighting a candle, in terms of honoring that and moving forward. But there is some sort of renewal in this relationship, renewal in this situation. Okay, that's what it's talking about there. Renewal, and it's like you feel new, and as it pertains to maybe a past pattern. Okay, that could be the case as well, because when you get rid of a pattern or any sort of belief system that is not serving you now at this point, this also brings forth a beautiful renewal. Okay, it's beautiful. All right, so that's what I see here. Okay, so that's what I see in terms of what it is that you need to focus on. Anything else that wants to come out for you here? Let's see. Yeah, it's about leveling the scales, things being balanced. There you are, Libra, right there, balancing the scales. It could be you helping someone else out or someone helping you out. I really feel that you just want to balance the scales out. Okay, to make things, the sixes are about growth. So when you balance things out a lot more, growth happens in your life, okay, or in this situation or in this relationship. Okay, what is about this other person? What is it that what is it that what are their strengths? So balancing is going to be very, very key. What is their strengths here? Space. Their strengths is to give them, is having space. Okay, that of which is hidden, right? So getting space in this process for them is going to be one of their strengths. How interesting is that? Wow. Yeah, because yeah, it's using it's kind of some fire energy, but it also has the energy of the crown chakra, and it's just like giving themselves space or giving you space. Okay, giving themselves or someone else space. Okay, is going to be a very supportive presence. Maybe that other person is giving you space, or you are allowing to give them space, Libra. It could be the case. And it's about you choosing your destiny and allowing others to choose their destiny too. But don't push forward in a result, because that's going to backfire on you. Okay, so if there's space that's needed in this relationship, this person is allowing that space to happen, is giving you that space that you need to make things happen, to do what you need to do. And space empowers us, and making sure that you don't impede on someone else's boundaries, right? So sometimes space is important because it gives us our own individuality, but it also gives us the freedom to move in the world too, right? So that's what's happening, and respecting others' space really honors them too. So that's what's coming in. Anything else to clarify that in terms of their strengths? Strength is giving your space. Okay, so they're giving they're actually giving themselves space, and they're actually shining the light of within. Okay, they're going within and giving themselves space. And the Hermit is all just about a major arcana card, right? Major arcana, and it's just saying that it's just allowing that introspective approach, going within and honoring one's self, understanding one's boundaries, and being able to honor that not only for themselves but for others as well. Okay, let's take a look at what it is, the suggested approach. What is the suggested approach? Here we go for you, Libra. Ocean of emotion. Okay, this is about finding someone to be able to talk to that you care about, or someone that you can open up to express your emotions. Okay, so that's what's coming into play, because maybe you've held them back for so long, but they're coming to surface. Okay, again, like the previous card for you here, you can't keep them beneath because you can't keep them beneath, because whatever is brushed under the rug or underneath is going to come to the surface. And I think this is coming to the surface that you can't deny. Emotions are coming to the surface that you can't deny, and they need to be expressed to this person or in this situation. Okay, that's what's coming into play. So I love this, but because once you allow your feelings to be real, to express them, then guess what can happen? You can be healed. You are much lighter, right? So that of which is revealed, such as emotions, can be healed. So that's what's coming to play on this other side over here, okay? And anything that can help in the process that wants to come about, It's a 28 card, brings it to a 10, coming to fruition. Very much is what's happening. So it's coming to completion. Okay, it's got to be out. Anything else that wants to come? Yeah. Once you do that, you're expressing love. So if you resonate on this side, or this happens to be on this side, but this is coming as the other person, this other person is this expression of love. Okay, so it's very transparent. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces you might be dealing with, or you might have that in your chart. But this is what this is saying, is there's a cup of love here. There's love here for you. It's honest and true, and it's a safe place. Okay, so that's what it's saying here. Okay, so just kind of coming out. What is your potential future? What is your potential future in this situation or in this relationship? Let's see what wants to come out. Potential future. I'm going to pull some of the card. Pull these cards here. Potential future. What wants to come out? Potential future. Let's see what that is. Ooh, potential future shelter. Are you moving in with someone? Okay, I'm just saying, could be. All right, that is one case for some of you. All right, but this is also saying too is that you are finding that you've got boundaries for yourself, right? And it's also about flourishing in love. Flourishing and finding shelter for your emotions, right? A safe haven to share and exchange emotions could very much well be the case. But this is finding shelter from a relationship or from a situation, okay? Do you need to shelter yourself from someone or something? Because this is what is the potential future, right? This is saying is that it could be in an act of love. You're able to shelter yourself. It could be a smile. It could be, that know that you're not alone in this world. Okay, this is saying you're not alone, and you don't allow your heart to harden. Let it open up and speak. Okay, and shine your light. Because you don't want to fade. So that's what this is saying, is that you're safe and strong within the universe. This is saying is that where you are, life has no boundaries. We're all connected, and we need to connect with each other and not isolate ourselves, but to really move forward and connect with others. And this is saying there's love around you if you let it in, is what it's saying. Okay, so yeah, it's just you've got love within you, and this is saying let it out. And this card talks about Ralph Waldo Emerson talks about what is it lies above us, what lies between, what is it talk about, what lies before us and what lies behind us is nothing compared to what lies within us. And you've got a lot of love, and this is saying open up your heart, express and flourish, don't take shelter, connect, get out, connect with that person, connect in that situation, whatever is at play right now. Okay, all right, so lots of love. There's a lot of red there too. It's grounding too for you. All right, and being transparent. You can see it's almost as if there's someone in there that's kind of hiding between the branches, and this is saying you be a little bit more transparent, coming through, light in your heart coming through, so it can flourish, love can connect. Okay, anyway, that's what I'm getting there. And what is the potential future for this other person? What wants to come out for this other person? And see what that is. Action, taking action. Okay, so taking action in this relationship or in this situation. Okay, to become colorful. It's almost as if these two cards can kind of fit together. It's quite beautiful. But this is actually taking action where it's necessary for them in this relationship or in this situation, whatever they want to see come through. This is definitely about taking action. Okay, yeah, it's just making something happen. A dream is only a dream, to be with someone or to be with something or to have something in their life, business, whatever this is. But it only remains a vision until there's some action that's put behind it. Okay, so you can manifest all you want, but if you're not also taking some action combined with that, ain't gonna happen. Okay, there's got to be some sort of alignment, and so that's what this is talking about here. So taking action, you can this is a claim what you want in this world and go out there and get it. Okay, so that's what I see here. This is so interesting. Any helpful advice is going to help in the process. Let's see what the soul trees have to say. We'll plug those out. We'll pull those out and see what wants to come out. Let's see here. Let's see. Where did I put them? Okay. All right, so let's see what wants to come out. Well, actually, we'll just use these ones here. Okay, we'll just pull some other cards. But this is what I want to see. I want a one word that's going to help you and that other person, just to kind of keep in mind on what can help you in the process. What can help you? Trust. Libra, we get trust. Wow, that wants to come through for you. So, and this is all about having faith. You know, this purple is the third eye and the crown chakra, right? So that's saying trust. Have faith in this relationship, in this situation, whatever you want to see come to fruition. And also have trust in your communication, right? The blue there is that blue, it's the throat chakra. But accept your inner voice is always going to guide you correctly. Okay, so trust, all right? Very, very important there. What about this other side? Anything that wants to come through for them? Let's see what that is, Libra. Happiness. Oh, this is great. This is about being aware that happy means that they're on the right path. So being happy that they're realizing is what puts them on the right path. And that's going to put themselves on the right path, not only for career, but for love. Again, this is they're doing what they're passionate, what they love, and this is communicating that. So very interesting. Very interesting. I love this. So guys, I hope that this resonated in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the second half of November. And until then, namaste.